Hello, everybody. This is Waldorf,
This is Stetler.
and today we're doing a review of Cigar Box.
Sabar?
Ooh, let me start that over. Cigar Box Battle Mats.
Yes, as part of our Battle Mats review series
Yes, this one is the Lost Temple
of Sabar.
Cigar Box game. I'm not going to say it the whole time.
Yeah.
These are interesting.
You say CBB.
CBB.
Yeah.
CBB does these really nice ones. You can see here's one of, I think this was Stalingrad.
Yeah, this is their...
I don't know. I mean, this would be for an aerial battle because
Right.
that's so small.
Absolutely. This is their website where you can order the stuff. There's a couple companies that sell them directly, but you can order directly from them.
And they've got tons of mats.
Right.
The one thing I will say about theirs is they are not 4x6. They are
slightly larger.
They're like 5x7.
Yeah.
Ish. They'll give you the exact dimensions on the website. I forget what it was now, but they are oversized, which is fine for a lot of the games we play.
Correct.
But for Warhammer, for Ninth Age,
or Warhammer,
for Warhammer Ninth Age, where you want that set 4x6, it causes a problem because you have to end up taping something off,
right,
or something to that effect.
Or folding it under, which you can do. It folds very easily.
This does fold easier than the other ones, but again, it's
so these are made out of. They're not the neoprene like the other mats that we've done reviews.
Thing, isn't it?
It's fleece basically. Yeah. It's printed fleece.
Yep.
Here's the back of it. You can see where it's folded around and
kind of like a blanket.
It is a blanket basically, thin blanket, and this is the label on the back, so they don't mar the top of the cloth with a big symbol on it like some other mats do.
And the mat that we're looking at is the temple mat.
Right.
This is one they call the Lost Temple.
You're right.
And this is so it's you can see the scale, so you can put buildings on it and kind of build out a lost temple here in the center of it, or run it as it is.
Yes.
You don't need anything else on them.
No, I've used it for some pulp games, which is on the blog, but for anyone who's interested. But and this is it laid out, and you see it lays perfectly flat.
Yes, and this table that it's laying on is 5x8.
Right.
So you can see it's almost filling a 5x8 table.
Yeah.
So they are definitely oversized.
Right. So and if you want to use it just specifically for games that require 4x6, that you can paint it, you can tape it off. You could cut it if you wanted to.
You could, but I wouldn't recommend that. It's got the folded.
Yeah, I wouldn't. But some people, different things, or you can just fold it under.
Correct. But I think if you really want the 4x6, you got to do something with it.
If that's important, you definitely have to do something.
But you can see there's a couple of views of this one. It's a really nice printed texture on this one.
And all the mats are like this.
Looks really good.
They have all the mats have nice fit. And there's a kind of a close up of the texture you can see. And this is on a blanket.
And even closer of the thing. And you're right, it is a fleece blanket.
Right. And has the advantage because it's a fleece. It's also slightly textured and it's flat. It's not shiny in any way.
Correct.
Sometimes you can get like a neoprene.
And this is just showing you typically when you play with a mat, especially the mouse pad mats, what I call the mouse pad mats,
right?
You end up with a piece of terrain sitting on top of it.
You have to put the hill, which doesn't match.
And it doesn't match, it kind of breaks it up.
But because this is fleece, it actually stretches.
So you can put end up putting the hills underneath the mat. Now this doesn't, you can see, and here's another view, another picture of the hill underneath it, just in a different position, and was kind of hard. We were having a rough time showing it
because of the lighting. We're putting bigger and bigger hills underneath
to make it show up better in the picture.
It's clearer when you're playing with it.
Correct.
For games that you want rolling terrain, it's fantastic.
It is. If you're doing skirmish games, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Typically in Ninth Age fantasy battle type games, you want a more clearer definition of where the hill is, where it starts. So you tend to not, putting them underneath the terrain is not the ideal option, but it does, as you can see, it does it is going to look much better with hills.
Well, the thing
underneath
too,
the
if you
ring.
want to spend the money, the nice thing about the fleece, you could actually buy a second one, and you could do cutoffs. You could actually wrap them on your hills.
You could.
Yeah.
That would be kind of expensive.
Yes, I mean, the money adds up. But
Yes. And this is just a quick flip over the mat to show you there's the hills underneath, and you can see the cloth. You know, you can see the fact that
Yep.
it is a blanket. It's, you know, there's another one of being folded up.
and you just fold it up.
Yeah. But the nice thing about this one is you can fold it up.
Yep. Just shove it in the bag that it comes in, and take it home.
You can throw it in your terrain box with
Yeah,
all your other
'cause
stuff.
You can see from a scale, those are hams, and
Hams?
did I say hams?
You said hams.
Yeah, they're my hams.
Those are your hams.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, you can toss this. It fits in this little, you know, as it is,
Right.
in that little bag.
So you can put your miniature case or whatever.
Yep. And
Very light.
yep. So, cosmetically, this thing is fantastic. Looks great. It's and the cosmetic also takes in the fact that you can slip the hills underneath
You
it.
can do rolling terrain with it because you can put stuff underneath it.
Yep. Ease of transport, of course. It's
'Cause
it's a light. It's a
It's
blanket.
light. It's a blanket.
You stuff it in a bag and carry
Stuff
it
it in the
away.
bag. You get cold. You can put it. You can wrap yourself up.
Yep.
Ease of use. It's very easy to deploy because it's just a fold-out blanket.
Right.
Works well for most troop types because it's flat. However, you can, if you have pointy movement trays,
Correct.
in a game like Ninth Age, you can have like metal edges and stuff. It can snag a little bit, not
Right.
badly, but a little bit as you're moving your trays.
And because it's such a lighter weight material, as you're sliding movement trays, you tend to wrinkle the blanket a bit.
Yeah, you
and
can, yes.
push it along with you. Yeah,
The value, these are like $70 if I remember correctly.
right?
And it's in the general zone for most of these pre-printed types of game
Correct.
mats that we've seen. They're all priced about the same. So there are, of course, cheaper options on the market. That's why we're not
Right.
that don't look as nice, but they're a lot cheaper. That's why I'm not. But for that, because it looks so nice, it's so easy to use, and you're not paying a huge amount of money. It's a good value.
Durability is a little down on this one. It's I mean, you've seen the mouse pad mats. I've seen drinks spilled on them and just wiped off
Right.
and done. This is a blanket.
So it
So
will.
if you spill something, it's going to soak in.
Right now, in theory, you could rinse it out pretty easily.
And they claim they're machine
You could
washable.
machine washable. I've never tried it on any of mine. I'd be afraid to,
I would not want to do it.
you know, what would happen. But I mean, it's supposed to be okay. But
Right. You especially don't want that fading.
yeah, but you're not going to just wipe the soda or the tea or the coffee or whatever the person
Right.
has off.
But overall, it's a 4.5. It's
Right.
It's a really nice. It's a really nice thing. Especially again,
And my phone agrees.
the phone agrees with you. It would especially. It's especially good in other games like we do, where we're not concentrating on Ninth Age all the time, where you don't need that set 4x. I would ding it more if we didn't play anything but Ninth Age
Right.
because of the 4x, not the non 4x6
Right.
layouts.
Right.
But I think it's fantastic for what we use it.
Yep.
All right.
I like them. That's why I got 3 of them.
That's going to do it.
Till next time.
Thanks for listening.